Alright guys, welcome back. Back in the Northwoods. I love it. So, dropped my trailer off at camp. Came to the spot where I shot my buck last year. Got that trail camera I put in here. It stopped sending pictures 14 days ago. Got in here. Battery box was tossed. Camera antenna's down. Looked at the pictures. The bears got to it. Fixed it. Turned it back on. I don't think it's transmitting. So I'm going to swap it with a different camera probably when I get down. Anyways, there's 2 or 3 really nice bucks on there. It's the first time ever for this stand since I've hunted it. I'm jacked. One of them was there this morning, going north. So now I need him to come back south tonight. He'll let a sever fly.
Alright, just got back to camp. So the only thing I saw tonight was that spike for a brief moment, and then he was gone. So we're going to be back at it tomorrow morning, see what we can come up with.
Morning guys. It's the morning of day 2. Back out where I hunted last night. Looked at the trail camera data. There's a nice 8-pointer that's in here like every other day. He only daylighted twice though in the last 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that we can get him to come by this morning. If not, I gotta go check another camera, and then I'm gonna put some boots on the ground in the Northwoods, try and find where these deer are. Stay tuned. Well, it's 9:30. Haven't seen anything, so I'm gonna get down, pack up, get out of here, and go check my other trail camera that hasn't been sending pictures for a couple days. Well, like 2 weeks. It checks in, but never sends anything. See what's on that, and then we're gonna get some boots on the ground. Try and find some better spots. So I just got all set up for the evening hunt. I'm in the tree stand my brother shot that spike during gun season from. There's been deer in here. I can see where they've worked the leaves looking for acorns. Camera hasn't checked in for a couple days. It's got weak signal. So I'm not sure what's been in here last couple, but I don't know. It's not a very bow hunter friendly stand. They're gonna have to get pretty close, but if I can put eyes on something, that'd be sweet. this one, or this whole set, before gun season, so hopefully I can get that done tomorrow. Well, we got 20 minutes left to light. Had a deer around 4 o'clock out in front of me, blow twice. I never saw it. It's too thick out there. But not ideal. The wind has been swirling. It's been blowing out in front of me, which I don't want, but I just gotta live with it for tonight. Not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Gotta check the wind direction and what the weather's gonna be like. But I might hunt this stand again depending on what the wind direction is gonna be. Alright, so back out for day 3 evening sit. I'm just sitting on the ground overlooking a big clearing. My dad's up here. He's hunting in my tree stand. I hunted the first night, second morning. This morning we didn't go hunting. Put up our buckpole. So we finally got a buckpole back. And then the tree stand I hunted last night, we moved it. So I'll probably hunt that in the morning. But for now, we're on the ground for tonight. We'll see if we get anything that comes through.
All right, here's that buck pole that my dad and my brother came out to help put up. Just a standard pole. It's got 5 eye hooks on it. Got 2 clamps on each side into the tree. And then I got some custom ropes with some snap clips and a bow ring on them. So when we get a deer, just wrap it around their horns or their neck, go through the bow loop with the rope and the hook, and then we just lift the deer up, hook it on one of the eye loops, and we're done. All right, it's Sunday, November 10th. I just got back to the Northwoods this morning. We left yesterday, go back to the farmhouse manure. So it rained mostly through the night and most of the day today. I've been walking around in rain gear, checking trail cameras, checking out new spots, moving some stuff around. So I'm back where I shot my buck last year. I'm going to hunt this tree stand tonight. It's the tree stand with the least amount of deer on the trail camera, but possibly the second biggest deer that I know of in the Northwoods has been on it. So we're going to head in there, hoping it doesn't rain. I'm risking it with the clothes I'm wearing. Might freeze to death tonight, but whatever. Let's get this stuff done.
Well, got about 10 minutes left to legal shooting light. I did a blind grunt sequence about 20 minutes ago. Nothing came in. That's the Northwoods, man. Shit stuff. But tomorrow's another day. It's gonna be super windy, so I probably won't be hunting in a tree stand. But if we don't get anything done in the next 10 minutes, we'll see you tomorrow.
Alright guys, so I cut this track on this road, walked in this piece a little ways because it's a big track. There's a buck bumping a doe in here. They're just running in circles. Had no phone, no bow. So back at the truck, getting the stuff, and we're gonna do this Kansas style and try and cut in there. I could have already shot him once, but it's awesome. Let's go. Alright. So I kind of circled around him to get the wind in my favor. Super windy out here. I don't know where they are. I'm just trying to make sure that they didn't get into the swamp. Checking for tracks. And I hope I get to see them again. It's pretty nice. So I just ran into a satellite buck. Kind of right where I last seen that doe and buck before I went back to get the bow. We saw each other about the same time. I don't think it's on film on the GoPro. He's too far away. But he had the wind in his favor, so he took off to the north. I'm gonna try and get a little closer to where I first seen the doe. Like I said, it's super windy. We can get away with a lot here and see if anything else circles through. Well, that was a pretty sweet experience having that buck and doe pop up right away. I wish I would have had my bow. He'd probably be dead right now. But even that satellite buck, he was like 50 yards out in front of me. Like I said, I don't think you can see it in the footage, but he pegged me right away. But I've sat here for a little while longer and I haven't seen anything. I got to keep going. I got to check some other spots out yet. While it's nice and windy, trying to get this narrowed down for the last 4 to 5 days I'm going to be up here. Well, made it back to camp tonight. So today all I did was walk around with the high winds that we had. I wasn't going to sit in a tree stand with the number of trees that were falling down on the roads, and there was a lot of big ones. I didn't feel like having to jump from a tree stand tonight, so I stayed on the ground, walked around, seen, I don't know, 8 or 9 deer throughout the day. So tomorrow I just prepped everything in my truck so I can either hang a stand in a mobile hunt or I can sit in one of the two I already have out. We gotta check the wind directions, but I'm definitely closing in on where these deer are now. So hopefully by the end of this week we can at least get a buck in front of us while in a tree stand.
It's got frost on it. Seen the biggest buck of my life this morning. Well, not of my life, but of my Northwoods career. It was just feeding with a doe. Hopefully it's on film and you guys see that. So they crossed the road in front of me. About 70 yards, maybe 60, all in the brush. He kind of pushed her around a little bit when they got across. I grounded twice. He chased her a little bit more. I'm pretty sure they were behind where this tree stand used to be. Snort wheezed. They did not like that. She took off up the hill. He went up there after her. They were up there for about another 45 minutes. I haven't seen them in like the last hour. So, I don't know if they're up there or not. So what I really need now is some other bucks to come in here and try pushing this doe around to get that buck to chase him around. But I think all the good bucks already got their does and they're kind of just chilling out. And I don't know where all the scrub bucks are, but I got a feeling these are the only two I'm going to see this morning. But it was worth it. Well, it's 10:15. I haven't seen any more deer. The wind has switched from north to southeast now. Earlier there was very little wind, but it wasn't north. So it's picking up, going southeast right towards this creek where those deer crossed. So I want to get out of here before I blow this whole place up. And hopefully we don't spook them deer. Alright, we're back out for the evening hunt. I hung a tree stand in a new spot. Never been in here. I am about 314 yards according to Onyx northwest of where I was this morning. Completely different access. I have a giant community scrape to my right. I'll pan to show you guys that. This whole thing is like a plateau. And there's a bunch of hills that come together in this oak woods. And I'm probably about 200 yards, 150 yards south of where I bumped all those does last night on that windy day. Walking around. So that community scrape is that dark spot on the ground, about 25 yards out. Not much shooting in here. It's pretty thick. Well, we're down to the last 15 minutes. You haven't seen anything yet, just squirrels. So I set this up because we had a south wind today, and I got no spots to go on a south wind. Tomorrow's going to be a south-southeast. So I'm banking tomorrow morning that this will be a good spot. And then I'll probably move for tomorrow night. So it's the evening of day 8. I had a failed hanging hunt last night. I got everything up in the tree. Ground wind was southeast. Tree wind at tree stand height was northeast. I think it's a pretty good spot, so I tore it all down, left. Didn't have time to get anywhere else. I tried to find a ground hunting spot. Didn't work. We got rained in this morning. Scouted all day. Found another spot that we think is money. We're going to try and get set up in there maybe tomorrow. And I'm back out here tonight where I saw the spike the very first night and where I shot my 8-pointer last year. Put some finishing touches on the stand for gun season. Might very well be the last time that I hunt in this one. I'm just going to let it soak. So, I don't know if I'll be on here on gun season opening weekend or not. Still looking for better. We're getting there. Covered a lot of miles. But 3 full days left to get this done. My dad's up. He's in the stand where I saw that giant buck Tuesday morning. So hopefully he gets a crack at one. Well, got about 10 minutes left to light. Haven't seen anything. Zero wind, nothing. It's been a tough go up here. The weather has not cooperated. Either no wind or 50-mile-an-hour winds. And then it's either raining every other day or every other second. It's crazy, but like I said, I'm going to pack this stand up, take the tree stick, and probably leave it till gun season. I'll sit on the ground somewhere if I have to in the morning. But, yeah, we're out. Alright, guys. It's Saturday night. Probably my last evening hunt in the Northwoods with a bow in my hand. Gun season starts next week. So I'm doing a hang and hunt tonight. I'm back in here on that giant community scrape. I know there's 4 bucks that have hit this thing in the last 24 hours. 2 in the daylight, 2 in the dark. One of them's big. I'll show you the trail cam video if I have it. I just pulled the card. So I'm back out here where I was last night. I ended up seeing a doe. Couldn't get much film of her. She kind of surprised me. But my dad's seen a nice buck. This morning I haven't seen anything. So we got skunked on the very last morning up here. So I don't know if I'm going to hunt tonight. The plan was not to. I got to clean my trailer, empty the coolers, and head back. But I don't want to end on a goose egg. We'll see what happens.
Well, that's going to be a wrap on the Northwoods Archery deer camp hunt. Couldn't get her done. 11 days in the woods. Seen 5 deer and I think 13 sits. I think I did 10 nights and 3 mornings. Obviously seen a bunch more deer from the truck and when I was scouting, but nothing too much from the tree stand. But did see one of the big bucks that I was after that Tuesday morning. So I guess if you want to call it, that kind of made the whole 11 days worth it right there. But gonna get packed up and start heading back home, and then we're gonna be back up for gun season next weekend. Thanks for watching.